Hello everybody, welcome to another unboxing. Today we got something really cool. It is the Starlink. If you guys are not familiar with the Starlink it's basically satellite internet for the world. It's run by SpaceX and Elon Musk. They're like little project of providing internet to the world wherever you are. Low latency, high fast speed internet. Really cool product. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this. I got the satellite and the router in here itself, and then over here I have another accessory that I had to order separately. But after that, we're gonna go ahead and just do a quick overview of the product itself, and then we're gonna go ahead and just do a review of what is it like to have a Starlink, what are the speeds like, and all that good stuff. So, and we're gonna see if it's worth this over, whatever internet you have at your house. I decided to get this because I was having issues with my internet. Speed would all of a sudden drop because I am connected through cable, and so depending on like my area, some people might jump on at the same time I am, and then it's not as consistent of a speed. So I decided to grab this and test it out, see if it works out for me. I'm gonna go ahead and try it for a full month, and then from there we'll see what it's like. So looking forward to it. We're gonna test it out, and I'm just gonna show you. This is their website if you guys are interested in ordering it. I've looked at this website in the past, and I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of expensive. Um, I paid about $600 for the products itself, so you gotta pay for it up front, and then after that, there's like about $100 service fee. However, because I did get the RV version, this is the RV version. I get to pay a little bit more for that, so I'm gonna go into detail what the pricing is like, what the speeds are like, show you the numbers, and then you can decide whether it's worth getting one of these. So definitely something that, I mean, if you're gonna be an RV or a van life type of deal, um, and then you're in the rural areas and you need internet access, this might be a good option for you. Sometimes you can do hotspots, but those may not be as fast as you want them to be. So and then also those hotspots, depending on the area, it might not be covered. Might not be coverage. So we're gonna go ahead and just go on here on their website. So they have a residential, they have a business version, which is more commercial and it's a lot more expensive as well. And it has a different design actually. This is more of a square antenna versus the residential. I believe the residential and the RV, it's essentially the same product. I'm sure in the firmware or on their back end they have different kinds of prioritization and throttling. So we have the business and then we have the RV. So pretty self-explanatory. Just go anywhere, set this up, and you just have instant internet access wherever you are in the world. So right now the main coverage is in the northern hemisphere, up in the northern United States, northern Americas, and then Europe area. They do have some areas down here in Chile and Uruguay. However, as they keep expanding this, they will be having more coverage. It looks like they also have some coverage in Africa as well. So, uh, just not Russia. And so there it is. I mean, it's pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and take this guy open, and then we're gonna get it set up, how easy it is to set up or how difficult it is, and then we'll go from there. So give me one moment. I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys over here so I can. Real quick, I just thought I show you guys around the website real quick to see what the product looks like. So this is it. This is something that I actually am looking forward towards. I plan to do a lot of like van life type of deal in the near future. Um, and I would love to have this set up here, which which is really awesome. So Here you have what the residential thing looks like. I honestly think the residential version and the RV version is the same thing. Hardware wise, they may have some modifications on it. I really just think it's basically um, a firmware thing on their end. But if you get the residential one, if you notice here, you pay $600 up front for the hardware. It's a one-time cost, and then there is a $110 a month for the residential one. And then over here, if you get this one, it's the same hardware price up front. However, you pay a little bit more for $135 a month. The cool thing, I'm not sure if this is the same thing as the residential. However, for the RV and in the app, it's you could essentially pause it and start it up again. So there's no commitment plans, there's no contract. So that's something that's pretty cool. I don't know if they also offer that option for the RV. I mean the residential, but that's something to consider. Also, they kind of lower the priority rates on the RV version. I would imagine maybe because you're not really active there. But this is ideally like maybe if you're in the house, you can install it in the roof. You just want to have a clear sight up to the sky where the satellites are. This is kind of what the antenna itself looks like, the router, and it looks like essentially it's one cable comes in here, comes out, and you plug it into the wall. And then you got the stand. That's what you get in the box. And so that's where we're gonna go ahead and check out on my end. And then of course the rockets, they send out 60 satellites. I'm sure they've improved it per launch. So the good old, I just want to show you guys a good old Falcon 9. That's the guy that's the vehicle that's been sending these guys out. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy open. That's the Starlink right there. That's the box. As you can see, SpaceX. And again, I got a additional accessory on the side, and you'll see why in a moment. But let's go ahead and get this open. Show you guys what comes in the box. First off, just a basic, lid. It opens up like that. You get greeted by this cardboard cardboard sheet. Nice SpaceX logo here. Pretty cool. Nothing on the back. You just greeted with that. You got some like hard plastic. Actually, it's like a plastic molding, and that's what comes in the box. As you can see here, you have the stand itself. It's metal, it's great color, and that's how it's gonna stand. Another thing too, I think they sell separate mounts for these if you guys want to have a different plate that you can mount onto your wall or wherever you're gonna install it. That's something to worth looking at on their website. They have a few other accessories on there. That's what I was able to see when I got this other package. And on each leg it has a hole there, so I would imagine if you want to secure it down with maybe some like anchors or some fasteners, that way it doesn't just move and tip over. You have another piece of plastic here. You got the antenna itself here, and here, let me go ahead. I'm doing this with one hand. Let me go ahead and just go ahead and take this out, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like once it's like kind of installed here. Give me 1 sec. All right, I was able to take it out. I didn't really take it out completely. As you can see here, the antenna itself, that's what it looks like. Kind of big, to be honest, but I don't know how wieldy This can be just carrying it around in the RV. That's why I think you really do need a big vehicle. I don't think you could install this on top of your car or anything like that. Maybe a van. That's probably the smallest you want to do if that's something that you're going to be like moving around. Tractor trailer or something like that. But this is how it mounts. It mounts up here. Let's see here. So it has some buttons. Let's see if this will focus. It has a button here, and essentially when you're gonna install it, it goes in there. There's that groove, and that groove there. You go ahead and plug this in, make it click, and that's securely mounted there. So you can see that's securely mounted. If you want to take it out, you would have to press that button again and then pull it out. There's this cable that's attached to the antenna itself, and that antenna cable comes out to this wad of I don't know the actual size of this or the length of this cable, but if you could see here, it looks like it says Cat 5E. And the interesting thing, it doesn't terminate in your regular Ethernet cable. So this it looks like a micro USB, but it's not. It really isn't, and it's not even a Type C cable. It's a proprietary connection port that connects to the router, and as you can see here, it has some weather protective stripping, like rubber, to protect it from the conditions outdoors. So that's kind of cool. I mean, the cable is nice and thick, and it's like high quality, it feels like. And then what else we got here? So you get the antenna, you get the router. This is the router. That's the power cable to the router, and that's pretty much it. Really simple setup. I put that antenna on the feet. I essentially run that cable down from where I'm going to be putting this. Here is the router itself. That's what that looks like. I mean, nice and clean design. White color. It's a glossy, as you can see, it's a glossy thing. There's like the orbit. I'm sure this has some kind of representation of the orbit of the Starlink, maybe. I would have to look that up. Maybe the Earth is in the center, or that's the sun, not sure. The Earth doesn't revolve around us. And that's what you get there. That's the power cord, and that's the connection that goes in there. So the antenna, this connection goes in here, and then you get an output for power, which is going to be this cable here for the power. So if you notice, however, it just has those two ports. You really don't have any other ports, and I would have to look at whether if this is like Wi-Fi 6 or what Wi-Fi generation this is. But there is no Ethernet port, which is a bummer when I see this. However, this is why I decided to pick this guy up here. It's an accessory that they sell separately. It doesn't come with it. Essentially what it is it's an Ethernet adapter. It has an Ethernet adapter port there. So how you would use this is essentially, it's like an intermediary from the antenna. So it goes into the antenna, and then you plug it in between the antenna and the router, and that will give you the Ethernet port that you need. So, and then which in turn will let you plug into your computer directly. So I'm curious to see what the speed differences are between wireless and Ethernet plugged in, and what the latency looks like in between these two guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get this like plugged in and set up, and then we're gonna go ahead and just test it out and see what it's like. I would need to put this on the roof or something, because I don't think I could just have the antenna inside. That's probably gonna interfere with the signal. And yeah, here's the power cord, if you guys were curious. And also there's these weather stripping things just all around for protection, I guess. Pretty cool. I mean, these are our proprietary connections, so just don't lose these type of cables. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have this set up. I'm probably gonna show you like when I install it and stuff, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I'm out here. I'm about to install the Starlink, and there are my two little doggies. Actually, real quick, here's the other one right there. So let me show you real quick what I'm doing. Alright guys, so check it out. Here is the Starlink. I brought it outside. I got the ladder. There is the wiring right there. And this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting it on top of that rooftop. I got my drill and everything ready, all the hardware. We're going to go ahead and install it on the rooftop and route this cable in and install it on the router, and we'll be good to go. So can't wait to see when I activate it. I'm gonna need the app. The app essentially activates it, and it, I think, automatically just, you know, rotates and locates the satellite. So that's gonna be some cool action there. Looking forward to showing you that part and just the speeds. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Waiting for my Starlink to come online. There it is. Ooh, this is sky searching mode. It's checking out what's the best connection to the satellites in the sky, and it's pretty exciting. I finished the install today. I had to get up in the attic. It was not fun, but it is now. Pretty exciting. Still in sky searching mode. Hopefully it will. It's like a tabletop on my roof, looks like. And momentarily it should tilt back at maybe what, like a 30-degree-ish angle. Still kind of waiting, and we should have internet from the sky momentarily. Kind of want to point at the sky, but I don't want to miss this. Hello, hello. This might take a minute. Let's see here. Gosh, my hand's getting tired. So in the meantime, kind of try to give you a different angle. This is what it looks like, kind of farish. I honestly had to do, I don't know if you see here, let me see if I can get you closer. I know on the Starlink
website shop you can get mounts, but I did a Mickey Mouse. Honestly, you don't want to do this, but I didn't want to drill holes in the house, so I used that existing pipe and I made my own personal pipe adapter and I secured it on there that way. Again, you don't want to do that. You want to use the proprietary mounts. I could use their pipe adapter, however, I don't know, I think this might have worked okay. I may use their pipe adapter at one point, but it's working for now, I guess. Hopefully in the next 2 minutes, because my hands are getting tired. Otherwise, I will probably cut the video here and continue it momentarily. I think I'll do that because it's kind of hot in here. Alright, I'll be back.